Let's talk about your pantry, shall we? When was the last time you went in there and cleaned it out? Or not even cleaned it out, just took a look at the boxes, bags, oils, vinegar, flour, sugar, and all the mess, canned goods that are in your pantry. You know, they do have an expiration date. I know canned goods last a long time, but come on now, take a look at the expiration date. Hi there, I'm Gina Ramirez. I'm a licensed therapist, but I'm also a certified health coach, and I talk everything health and wellness. And if you've been following me this month of March, we've been talking about decluttering your life, your body, now your pantry. So let's get into the pantry. I've got 3 tips for you to get started in decluttering your pantry. And the first tip I want to talk about is that label. Don't be fooled, my friend. Just because it has rolling hills, beautiful rolling hills, blue sky, maybe a cow on the cover and says all natural, doesn't necessarily mean it's all natural. My goal for you is that you're choosing the best possible option. We've got better, good, better, best. Those 3, okay? Sometimes we're choosing just the good stuff, what we think might be good stuff. I'm gonna help you out with that. Sometimes it looks good on the cover, right? Just like I said, it has all natural written on it, or it's got a beautiful scenery that looks all natural, lots of greenery. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Just because it looks pretty on the front or it looks healthy on the front does not mean it is the best option. Remember, good, better, best. Which one is the best option for you and your family? That's my goal. So that's the number 1 tip, is to be careful about the label on the cover. What does it look like when you're at the grocery store? Turn that sucker over and look at the ingredients. This is tip number 2, is to look at the ingredient list. Can you read what is on your ingredient list? I know that that pretty picture got you to look at buying whatever it is that you are going to stick in that pantry, right? But I want you to really consider what is on the back of the label. Can you read it? Now, this comes from my pantry. These Watsa crackers are one of my absolute favorite things to purchase. And if I look at the back of the ingredients, I don't know if you can see that too well. Looks like you can. You can see that you can pretty much read everything that's on the back of these, right? Pretty good. Ingredient list. That's what I want you to focus on right now, just the ingredient list. You can read them, you know what all of these things are. That's key. So tip number 2 is to read the ingredients list. And can you read the words? Do you know what those words are? Now, we live in a day and age where everybody's got a cell phone, and that cell phone typically has data that you can Google a word that you don't know. So that is my suggestion to you, is if you don't know a word and you still want to buy whatever that is, you're still thinking this could be my best option for my family or for myself, fine. Google the words that you don't know. Google the words that you can't pronounce and see what it is. What is that? What is that word that you don't know, and is it good for you? Tip number 3 is have the ingredients list be 10 items or less. So we're looking down here at the ingredients list. Is it less than 10 items? All right, then it gets my seal of approval. Gina, the health coach, seal of approval, right? I'm gonna show you one more thing from my pantry. This is my absolute favorite gluten-free muesli cereal, okay? The crackers, by the way, had 11 items on the ingredients list. So it does definitely meet my seal of approval when it comes to healthy options. It's whole grain, has a lot of the words whole in the ingredients list, if you noticed. And this also is pretty darn good. If you look at the ingredients list on the back, those are kind of tiny, so I'll just read them to you. It's got the 10 ingredients definitely on the back, but everything, again, I can read. And the first thing that you read there is whole grain oats, whole grain oats. So again, with that word whole, which we would love whole stuff, right? So if you're looking for the best option, remember good, better, best. If you're looking for the best option, you want to see that word throughout, especially with packaged goods. Now, we all know that fruits and vegetables, we want to eat those in abundance. You want to get 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day, but those live in your refrigerator. Right now, I'm talking about packaged items, pre-packaged items, those things that you purchase and you know they're going to sit on the shelf for a while and they have a shelf life. In other words, they'll be good for a while. Fruits and vegetables are not good for a while, right? We can't save those for later. But this kind of stuff will sit. So we want to pick, again, our best option. So again, those 3 tips that I'm giving you for a pantry makeover is all about looking at the label. I know they draw you in with those pretty pictures, but be sure that it is something that's all natural and is good and healthy for you. Tip number 2 that I told you guys about is, can you read the ingredients list? Do you know the words? And if you don't know those words, Google it. Tip number 3 is it should be 10 items or less on that ingredients list. You want to look for the words whole. You want to look for, what's actually in there. So for me, I know this is mostly made up of oats, and I see that oats are actually in the package. Same with this multi-grain cracker that I love so much. I'm going to look for these grains, right, that should be in the cracker, because it is a multi-grain cracker. Hello, it's not rocket science. And yet it's very difficult to find the best option. Now I have a bonus tip for you, and that one you can find on the blog. So in the description below, I'm going to leave a link to the playlist where you can find the rest of these declutter videos, declutter your life, declutter your mind, your body, all of that. I'm going to leave it in the description below. And I'm also going to leave in the description below my pantry makeover. The pantry makeover is 30 minutes with me on video, showing you not only what we just talked about here, that was just a little snippet. I really go into detail about traffic light eating. That's the green, yellow, red light eating. Like, what should I eat? Red means go, eat lots of this. Yellow, slow down, look at portion size and control there. And red, stop. Those are special occasion kinds of foods. So we cover that. We also cover healthy substitutions. Remember my good, better, best? Well, I want you to make the best choice for your family, and that might mean substituting some things that you normally don't do. I'm going to give you a list of those so that you can download that. The other thing I'm going to give you is additives, so that you know what to look for of the unhealthy stuff. Now, a little bit of unhealthy stuff, and you're thinking, what is that going to do for me? The problem is that we eat the same things over and over and over again, right? And that creates a buildup over time of unhealthy stuff in the body. So we want to avoid all of those food additives. If you have any kind of allergies, if you have children with ADHD, if you yourself are concerned about additives and what you're putting into your body, and you want to eliminate toxins, you're going to want this list. Again, it's a downloadable. The other thing that's downloadable here in the pantry makeover is an actual food label. I'm going to give you the food label. So on the back with the nutrition facts, and I'm going to show you on the side, the nutrition facts, what it is that you want to look for in a healthy, good, better, best option. So if you're interested in that, minimal price, I'm going to put it again in the description below so that you can get your hands on the pantry makeover. Pantry makeovers are not about getting rid of all of the food in your pantry. That's not what we're trying to do here. I'm not trying to guilt or shame you or tell you to throw anything out. I'm just not about wasting food, but I do want you from here on out to be thinking about my 3 tips next time you hit the grocery store, because let's face it, we buy the same stuff over and over and over again, right? So I want you to get the best, again, option for your family. All right, friend, Have a fantastic week, and thanks for watching.